I don't know if the back office can check quickly if our sister Onyeka Onwenu, if she's joined us. Do we have Onyeka Onwenu in the house now?
My darling auntie is here, Onyeka Onwenu. How are you, ma? Please, Ben, can you unmute my very dear auntie Onyeka? Please, please, please. While we await Prof, can we unmute auntie Onyeka?
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear, dearest auntie.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Thank you, ma.
And good to see everybody else. And thank God this kind of meeting is going on. Thank God. Thank you very much for hosting it. I can talk now, can I?
Yeah, please go on.
Oh, okay. For me, one thing that is very important right now is the unity of our people. The End SARS protest exposed a lot of things, but I realize now that Ndigbo are being made to live in a permanent state of anxiety. Why do I say that? When there is an issue, a national issue, when there is a quarrel, even within different groups, the Igbos pay for it. This has been our history. I don't understand the hatred. I don't understand the lack of appreciation and understanding and accommodation. But what I found to be most disturbing was the level of the disharmony, the type of people that I had a lot of respect for who could go on national television and say Ndigbo were the ones doing the attacking, they were in the mob, they invaded the Oba's palace, and these people knew that these things were lies. Where am I going? The ties between us cannot be broken. It's too deep. It's gone on for too long. I know what the Yoruba nation stands for. The Yoruba nation stands for good things, stands for good people, stands for accommodation, for friendliness, for neighborliness. And Ndigbo stand for the same. Why can't these two groups of people ever get it together? I don't know. Maybe we need to talk about that. It's okay to say Ndigbo should not listen to whomever. But at the end of the day, when poverty has been weaponized and troops in places that can be called upon to wreak havoc on another group of people, I'm not so sure we should leave it at that. I think we should take it further. And I also don't want to say that the Yorubas are the only ones to blame. The Igbos too have a share of the blame. And this we have to be very sensitive about one another, sensitive to one another. What am I saying? Please, let's not stop with this meeting. Let this be a continuous effort, especially when I hear it amongst young people. I am frightened. I live in a household that is mixed, and I know that every day on a regular basis, this bombardment of you are this and you are that and you are not this is what we're faced with. What can we do about it? This is the one issue that can ensure our survival or ensure our demise. Thank you. I love you very much.
Thank you. That was short and sharp, straight to the point. I want to know if Prof is back now, please. Is Professor Pat Utomi back? It's a shame that we've been cutting him off. Mazi, is it okay? Are you able to confirm if Prof is back, please?
I can't, thank you very much, Chief. I can't see Prof. I can't see Prof here, but please, I do have just a slight follow-up question to my good sister, Onyeka Onwenu, please. Nora, Ekenemgi, Biko, I just want to quickly say, while we talk about, you just mentioned about how people can incite, for just on a small on a large scale, and it appears in Igbo stays every single time at the edge. Every single thing that happens, you can see tension growing. Now, we all in the last couple of days, everyone is talking about Lekki, and that is also rightly so because those involved are our children. But when I sit back and I see comments coming in on my personal phone and they're talking about Obibo or in Rivers State, I do not know. I want you to please, if you know better than we do, why we, everywhere we are, it appears there is this tension. So what is this tension in Obibo? Do you know anything about that, sister?
I'm not sure we're talking about the same thing, but I think probably you're referring to the words that were coming out of Port Harcourt and
Yes.
from the governor himself. Very sad to hear that. Ikwere people are actually from they're Aro people. I am an Aro woman. We live in the diaspora. Aro Chuku is our hometown, and Ikwere people are Aros. Please, they should go and check their roots and check history. These things are there for anyone to check. Why people don't want to identify with Ndigbo and they want to change the names of towns in Ikwere land so that they don't sound Igbo. I can't answer for them, but I love them with the love of the Lord. They are good and wonderful people. And my hope is that this understanding begins now. Whatever has been said in the past should be kept in the past, and we begin a new chapter of a new relationship of appreciation and understanding for one another. Ndigbo are not bad people. Yes, they can be boisterous. They can be noisy, as some people say, but they're very good people. So are the Yorubas. So are the core groups of people that make up Nigeria. It is those that want to weaponize ethnicity and use it as a way to keep this country down. They must no longer be allowed to succeed in doing that. And it behoves you and I, us as people, to begin to sow the seed of understanding and forgiveness. That's what we need to do for our sakes and for our children's sake. For God's sake, if we're going to go our separate ways, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's sit around the table and talk about it. There are international laws that cover such engagements, and it can cover us. Whatever investments in Ndigbo, Lagos does not belong to Ndigbo. We know that. Whatever investment belongs to Ndigbo, but we've helped to build up Lagos as we have done everywhere else that we are. That's just who we are. But Lagos is not ours. And if we have to go, we go. But there has to be a way to settle this matter in a way that everyone is covered. And you're not saying to Ndigbo, we're now going to kill you and drive you out of a particular place and take over your property. No, that's wrong. That just should not happen. So Obibo, Rumibo, whatever anybody said, those are my brethren. And I love them as such. And I would never accept their hatred of me because of where I was born into, because I'm a woman, or because I am an Aro woman, or whatever, or because I'm married to Yoruba. Who knows what the prejudice is? I really think that we have to put these things aside. Hey, we are people who have something here. We are blessed. We're reasoning people. We're talented people. We're educated people. If you didn't go to school, you went to the school of your home, of your hometown, and what your parents taught you. And parents, let's begin to sow the seed of love and understanding amongst our children. I can put up with it with older people, but when I hear young people spout out such hatred, I lose hope in Nigeria.